Okay, one area where I might have misspoke earlier was with respect to fleets. I think I had suggested that fleets weren't allowed to go anywhere except the water. That's not quite true. Armies, of course, can only go on land, but fleets can actually land on port, I guess, spaces, any land space that is connected to the sea. So, for instance, if this is a French fleet here, and here's a French army here, this fleet is actually allowed to land on this space, on Marseille. Um, Obviously, it can't go any further. It couldn't then, march from Marseille to Piedmont, for instance. That would not be okay because it can't go across land. From Marseille, it would have to go back out to sea, and then from the sea, it could then go to Piedmont. But from adjacent sea spaces, fleets can land on land territories. Now, this gets confusing in a couple of places where it would seem like they might be able to travel across land. One of those is Spain. So if you look over here, you'll see on Spain it says SC and NC, so that's South Coast, North Coast. And that's to clarify that if a fleet, for instance, this French fleet, were to land in Spain, it could do from this, it could land here on the south coast of Spain. That would be fine. And from the south coast of Spain, it could then go out to sea back there, or it could go out to sea here in West Mediterranean. It could also presumably go out to sea over here. No, I don't think so. No, it would have to be there. But it couldn't, for instance, go across Spain somehow and then go out into the mid-Atlantic. That would not be legitimate. By contrast, this fleet over here, Gray, I forget who we said Gray was, maybe Ryan. No, Amrit was Gray, although it doesn't matter. Could land on the north coast of Spain. It would then occupy this territory, it would take that city, but it would only be able to go back out to sea via the mid-Atlantic. Yeah, this is all the mid-Atlantic. Ignore this, that's just my paper. This is all one sea space. So from the south coast of Spain, you can go to the Gulf of Leon, or you can go to the West Mediterranean, but you cannot go to the mid-Atlantic. And from the north coast of Spain, you can go to the mid-Atlantic, and that's it. There's a couple of other spots like that. I'll scan the board here to show you where they are. One of them, okay, so it seems to be Bulgaria here. You'll notice Bulgaria has a south coast and an east coast. So obviously if you land here, you can't scooch over to the Aegean Sea. You can go from the Black Sea to the east coast and back, or you can go from the south coast here to the Aegean Sea or back. And then the same is true up here in St. Petersburg. So St. Petersburg has a south coast, which leads to the Gulf of Bothnia, or a north coast, which leads to the Barents Sea. This is all pretty obvious and intuitive, but just want to make sure we're clear about these things.